Okay, welcome back to the MyArrayList sequence. So we're talking about writing MyArrayList to mirror what ArrayList does with the list interface, and we have MyArrayList and list interface. So these were the three programs you downloaded. So this one we don't need to touch. This one we don't need to touch. This is the one where we're going to be doing all our coding. So again, you are going to copy everything from list interface into MyArrayList. And so we left off talking about some of the things you have to consider when you're writing all these methods. And there's one last pretty big thing that you will need to add to your code. So you could get everything working that we've talked about so far, get everything up and running, testing everything you have, and then you want to add this piece. And the piece you want to add is throwing the exception yourself. So if we look at one of those original examples I gave you where we had an integer array list, I added integers, I grabbed some things, compared some things, and at the end I removed everything from it. And we saw that when I remove everything from it, then when I go try to access something at index 1, I get this index out of bounds exception. So this is not a mystery. This is, of course, some program is outputting this message, right? Or the ArrayList program, to be specific, is outputting this message when a certain condition happens. And the condition is that the size of the array, and remember for you, this is your job to keep track of the size of your, the size of your array list is for you to keep track of. And this is the variable keeping track of how many elements have been added. And when an element's removed, you're going to decrement that. So when someone tries to call set with a certain index, if they're out of bounds, it's for you to tell them they're out of bounds. If they try to get something out, like I did in this example, I tried to get something and I'm out of bounds with the size, that's for you to throw this index out of bounds exception. So one part of that is, first, how do I even do that? But the second part is, what's a valid index? And so to know what a valid index is, if you go to the ArrayList class, so Java API ArrayList, and you go down to the methods that you are now trying to recreate in your own way. So here's add with an index. If you click on the method, you're going to see the range that's valid for index. And so you can see that the index needs to be less than or equal to the size. So interestingly, if I have an array list of size 0, it's okay to call add and put 0 here and the element here. But if the size is 0 and I put a 1 here, then I have triggered this to be true, and that's going to cause this index out of bounds exception. Okay, so again, come back to the ArrayList API. Java ArrayList API will bring you here. And for all the methods that you are trying to recreate, so you can go to set, you can find out what a valid index is for that. Double check, because a couple of them will let size be valid and other ones size is not valid. So forget if the size is 0, you certainly can't get anything at index 0. That's not valid. So come here to check what makes a valid index value. And then for throwing the exception itself is really not fancy. It is simply a string value. So actually this one's a little bit better. So here you can kind of see a hierarchy of exception, and there's different types of exceptions we can get, and you probably would recognize runtime exception, that word. You've probably seen as an arithmetic, a null pointer. Well, it turns out index out of bounds exception falls as in a runtime exception class. And So there is this kind of hierarchy of exceptions, and if we go to index out of bounds exception is actually a class, and you can see that same chain of runtime exception is an exception, is a throwable thing, is an object. Everything comes from an object, right? But the index out of bounds exception class is really just a string value. It's just the string message. So the index out of bounds object gets made to trigger this message. Okay, so that's a little bit of the background. If you didn't follow any of that, you'll actually be okay. You need to know what condition do I need to check for, and then how do I throw the exception. So actually throwing the exception, so this is a try catch if you haven't tried. That's an interesting thing to do. That's separate though. That's trying to catch an exception someone else throws. Here is the code for throwing an exception. So in this case, whatever, it was dividing by an integer. If j is 0, I do not want to divide by a 0, right? I'm going to throw this new exception, and divisor cannot be 0. So this is different. So if you try to divide by 0, you already throw an exception that you're dividing by 0. But this is just an example for you to see the syntax. So for you, your check in your array list is going to be when you go to get, when you go to write, you're going to copy this header, you're going to paste it into here, into my array list, and you're going to write the get method, which is really just getting from the index value, right? Before you get, though, you're going to add a condition that says if the index is less than 0 or it's bigger than or equal to the size, you're going to throw a new index out of bounds exception. So all the exceptions you're going to be throwing are these index out of bounds exceptions. You can choose to, you can actually write them, just like we saw in this example. So here, what you're going to be creating is a new index out of bounds exception object, and in the quotes here is the message that will get displayed. And in this message, you can do things like pass the size to be displayed, or create a string value that includes the size. Now, again, so what I mean is, so it'll look kind of like this, right? You can say what they're trying to access, and you can say what the size of my array list is at the time. Now, remember when you're in the get method, you have the index, and you can say index colon space and put the value of that variable index. When you are building the string message for your index out of bounds error, for size, remember that you don't have a size. So you can do size colon space, that's just a string literal. But then for the number of what the actual size of the array list is, you're again going to be using this num elements variable. That's the one that keeps track of how many elements are in your array list or my array list. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Again, I would recommend doing everything else first and then pick one method, maybe the get is a good one, to try and write this, try and throw an exception. Then you can write your own tester or modify. I can't remember if this driver has a test for getting something out of bounds. I'm not sure it does. So you can add to this driver or create another tester and try to access something out of bounds and try to recreate an index out of bounds exception message, because that doesn't happen by magic, right? It's up for you to catch when the user's trying to go out of bounds. Now it's up to you to do that. So again, list interface won't change, my array list driver won't change. All these will go into, or doesn't need to change, you can for testing, but my array list is where all your work will be done. I think that's enough to get started. In the background, I always like end the videos slowly because I'm afraid there's something else I have to say. I Had all these little notes on all the things I should say, and I think I said them all. If not, there'll be a chance in class, or you can email me, all that other stuff. But if you've watched this far through the videos, pat yourself on the back. You've probably done better than other people in the class. We won't name names, but I know a lot of people will skip this. And if any of it made sense to you, go ahead and get started if you have time this weekend. Just, getting through and getting started and doing what you can will make it all go quicker. We do things in little chunks, little bits. So do a little bit at a time, do what you can. Okay, great. Happy coding.